Hello students, good morning. Once again welcome back to our online teaching of St. Thomas School Mohua. Myself Nimisha Mehta. We have started unit 1 in SAM 2. So today we will start our activity 4 and 5. Before that they mentioned Rangoli. If you aware about Rangoli. Here discuss in group, pair and conclude 5 essential qualities and skills to become a good Rangoli artist. Do you know, last month we all enjoyed a lot Diwali, है ना, the Diwali festival. So, in that festival, in all your house, you prepare different rangolis with flowers, pastel colors, powder colors. Enjoyed now? Okay, you drawn also. Use the language expressions like the rangoli artist should have. He, she should be. He, she should know how to draw, how to use the colors, how to use instruments. So, nowadays, in our home, mother, sister, brother, father, all included for drawing the different rangolis. So, here I given different types of rangolis as per religious. Rangoli is an art in the Indian subcontinent in which patterns are created on the floor or the ground using materials such as colored rice. In ancient time, they did not get different powder, pastel colors. So, they use rice and they making different colors. Colored sand, quartz powder or flower petals. Rangoli is an art form used by people in India. It is a type of decoration drawn on the ground or sidewalk in front of a house. Our front of the house or inside. We drawn now? Yes. Rangoli has a purpose. It is used to enlighten or to welcome Hindu gods to the household. Mothers in India do this activity every morning and teach Rangoli to their daughters. But I explain now. Nowadays, brother and father also join with us to draw Rangoli. Rangoli means a row of colors. The tradition of Rangoli originated in Maharashtra state and slowly disseminated to other parts of India. Rangoli, also known as Kolam in southern India, Chokpura in northern India, Mandana in Rajasthan, Aripanna in Bihar, Alpana in Bengal. It is the ancient Hindu religious floor art. We always draw Rangoli on the floor. Two types of Rangoli. Rangoli making is of two types form. Circles, cones and lines are formed dominant type of Rangoli in India. Nowadays we draw different types of Rangoli as a birds. Do you know now? That natural scenery, that peacock. Okay. Ornamental Rangoli consists of images of birds, animals, trees, petals, flower and deities. The purpose of Rangoli is to feel strength, generosity and it is thought to bring good luck. When we sew the Rangoli, we getting good luck. It's our culture. Design depictions may also vary as they reflect traditionals, folklore and practices that are unique to each area. It is traditionally done by girls or women, although men and boys do it as well. Rangoli, also known as kolam or muggu, is a folk art from India in which patterns are created on the floor in living rooms or courtyards using materials such as colored rice, dry flour, colored sand or flower petals. It is usually made during Diwali, Onam, Pongal and other Indian festivals. Do you know on Onam we preparing rangoli with different flowers, colorful flowers, gypsum flowers. Okay. So here I show you many types of rangolis. See that from diyas. Yes, different rangolis. This from flowers. Beautiful. Pukkal. Heart winning Onam. Look here. Okay, bache. I hope do you like this rangoli? Okay. Now we go as per our activity 5. Here are quotes from famous people about colors. Do you know? We understand Rangoli is an integral part of Indian culture. Integral means necessary and important part. Okay. Culture means the way of life. We living now. Okay. On festivals, we prepare Rangoli to welcome God and guests. Following are some beautiful rangolis. Write down the things and colors used in these rangolis. We already understand. Now we go as per the given quote. First one, colors are the smiles of nature. From this quote we learn that colors play an outstanding role in human life. Is the first quote by Leigh Hunt dictates nature herself has blessed the earth with colors. What they said from this first quote? Colors are the smiles of nature. They dictates nature herself has blessed the earth with colors. We find various colors in different objects of nature and it seems that they are smiles of nature. From quote 2, colors speak all languages. Do you know why? Because we using different colors, gypsum colors. Okay. So, colors speak all languages. It is true. Colors are a sign language. Different colors indicate different moods, signs, significance and so on. If we talk about very popular signs, the colors at traffic signals. Red means stop, green means go and yellow means wait. Religions are also indicated by colors. Saffron symbolizes Hinduism. Green symbolizes Islam. In sports also, players wear colorful clothes which are indicators of the country they belong to. We can understand that they are from which country by their costumes. Okay? Yes. From quote 3, I prefer living in color. When David Hockney says, I prefer living in color, means that does not want to live a dull, always strongfully strength. Yes. Monotonous life. Colorful life means life in all its vibrant moods. Always live in vibrant moods. Different. Okay. Always. Smiley face. Okay, bache. From this quote we learn so many things. Now we go as per new word you. Do you see the word color in the quotes? Color and color are both correct spellings. But in that the U is used most writing in India. The U is used in most writing in India. Do you know favorite? Then favorite. Okay, bache. So many words are there. Behavior, flavor, honor, armor, harbor, vapor, labor, splendor, vigor, tumor, rancor. Okay, bache. So these words and that quote explanation I send with PDF. Learn by heart. Always your work do on time. Don't live for tomorrow. Okay, bache. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. Thank you.